So guys, I wanted to do a vlog and I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do the vlog on, but I knew it had to do with staying positive or dealing with negativity, and I don't prepare my videos in advance, so I'm just going to talk as I enjoy talking. But I think this is based on things that I've been facing recently, given the time in my life that I've been very, very stressed out, and sometimes you can just feel really, really negative. And I know there are people out there who may feel negative about their situation, not know what's going to happen next, what do I do next, oh my gosh, this looks awful, how do I deal with this, what do I do, where do I turn to? And you know, I've had that feeling, and even now I'm still battling through that feeling of it's almost like a feeling of dread of next. It's like, oh my gosh, and I see that as being fearful of the future and fearful of what's going to happen and feeling like you're out of control. And that can be a really negative place to be, especially if people stay there in like long term. And there are a lot of people who I feel that can stay in negative positions for a very, very long time, and it literally burdens them, and it's like a weight on their shoulders. And like I feel that it's I feel that it's really important to not let negative things get you down. And it just sounds so easy, you know, just don't let it get to you. And you'll hear people saying that, oh, tap you on the shoulder, and it's really not that easy sometimes. And sometimes you need to work out, how do I get out of this position? So I'm going to give you a few tips that I feel that are amazing for getting out of that place of feeling despair and feeling, I don't know, down, and getting into a place of positivity and hope and faith that the things that are to come are for your good, and the situations that you face now are not going to be like that forever, and you will come out of it in a better way. So number one, this is one thing I found to be effective for me. It has been looking outside of myself. So sometimes we spend a lot of time wallowing in my problem. Oh, this is going wrong. This isn't right, this isn't working for me. Sometimes just step out of it and just think to yourself, do you know what, I'm not going to think about me today. I'm going to think about somebody. I'm not saying you have to think about the poor or the dying, but think about someone else. Think about your friend, think about your sister, think about your mum, think about your dad, think about somebody beside yourself. Get out of the box and the position of wallowing in what your situation is, and that will help you really put into perspective and gives you time away from the situation that you're dealing with. And often helping others is an amazing way to encourage yourself, and this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this now. As I come out to reach out to you, it encourages me in what I'm going through. Not that I'm going through anything, boys and girls, but it encourages me to feel strong and to trust that the words I say are true, and trust that what I say will come to be. So that's number one. Number two, find your happy place. And I've realized for me is that sometimes when there's so much noise, so many people just around, I just need to get my own space. And you know, when you're living in a house of like 1 million people, it's hard to find your place and your space. So sometimes just going on a walk, going outside and just collecting your thoughts. And a lot of us don't have enough time to actually collect our thoughts and put them together. Turn off the TV, turn off the YouTube, turn off the music, turn off the radio, turn off the noise, and go to that place that you can sit down and breathe and think about your position and where you want to get to next. And not in a like, oh my god, woe is me, think about it. Think thoughts of like, okay, this is where I am and this is where I want to be, and how do I get there? So the next thing is try to rationalize like what is getting to you and why it's getting to you, or what's making you feel negative. And when you've identified that, it could be certain people around you who are just absolutely negative and make you feel bad about yourself, make you feel bad about your situation, make you feel that you're not good enough. And sometimes you don't realize that that's all the negativity literally sitting on your shoulders like a ton of bricks, and you don't need that and you don't want that in your life. And then when you've identified that, you can identify how are you going to step out of this, how are you going to work out of this, and you have to decide yourself how you're going to do that. Finally, I think when you've identified your problems, you've identified your issues, make a plan, and make your plan in hope and make your plan in faith. And I always I am an extremely positive person, because if I don't have faith and I don't have hope, I have nothing. And I take joy and take stock in the fact that whatever I'm in now is not forever. Whatever I'm in now is a stepping stone and a platform for the future. So if I'm going through amazing good things, I know that that's just preparing me for more amazing good things to come, and to realize in that position to humble myself and to take stock of where I am now, because oh my gosh, even more is coming. And if I'm in a position where things are negative or hard, I take stock in the fact that things will not be negative and hard forever. And if this is it and I can face this, I can face anything. And that is what you will realize when you kind of identify where you are, where you're going to be, and learn from the situation that you're in then, and do not let it get, on top of you. You can't. You have to be strong. You have to hold faith. You have to identify what your issues are, and you have to just take steps and take joy and fact and faith that what is going to come is going to be amazing. And listen, trust me in the fact that I'm saying what will come for you tomorrow, next week, next year, the next 5 years will be better than whatever go through or the situation that you're in now. And when you hold firm in that there's a tomorrow, that there's opportunity there for you, you will be fine. Work it out, and then you can just have a positive outlook and just joy and the countenance that, you know what, things will work out for me. I'm good, I'm happy. And you guys see me like that because that is, I hold fast and I'm strong in the faith of what I have now, what goes on now isn't forever, and the future is going to be beautiful and brighter. So I hope that was enjoyable and helpful to some of you out there who may feel negative. And even me, I'm like, yes, Patricia, listen to yourself, girlfriend. And yeah, I'm going to start talking. Love you all. Bye.